Hello Code Geass fans, and welcome to the Code Geass Audio Dramas. Before I begin, here is a quick background on the audio dramas. The Code Geass audio dramas were originally released on CDs with the Blu-ray copies of the series. Ever since the Blu-ray stopped being made, the audio dramas have become increasingly hard to come by online, and the internet has them in all sorts of places. Each episode contains a number that is a whole number followed by a decimal. This means that the episode took place in between two Code Geass episodes. For example, stage 21.534 takes place between the events of episodes 21 and 22 of Code Geass. Also, any stage below 0 takes place before episode 1 of Code Geass. One final note, these videos are very obviously screen recorded and I do not own any of the original footage. I just wanted to compile this video because they are very hard to come by, and with all of that out of the way, I hope you enjoy the Code Geass audio dramas.
Stage 0.515, The Uninvited Prince.
Laundry. At the edge of the Kurudugi Shrine, in front of the storehouse, some kid's laundry was hung out to dry. I had this place all to myself until this happened. Until he came. And now his laundry is flapping out there. They look like girls' clothes. For a boy? Unbelievable. Do all Britannians wear clothes like that?
Mind getting out of the way?
As I looked back, I saw him standing there. A Britannian prince. Lelouch v. Britannia. He'd been living there on our property for a week. An uninvited guest. That's what my father called him.
I want to hang up Nonali's wash too. If I don't hurry, the sun will start to go down. Was I not supposed to hang them there? Or did you want something from me?
I don't want anything from you! I'm going to my training! Why should I care what you do? Yeah, that's right. He's a hostage, and I'm the heir to the Kurudugi name. He has no right to even speak to me.
What's wrong with you? Suzaku, you broke your concentration.
I'm sorry, Todo-sensei. I'm messing up. Where's my head at? I came here for a training session with my teacher. He's taking time off from the army to give me personal martial arts training. I can't fail. I have to do better.
That's the 4th time today. Is it the Britannian prince? Something about him that's distracting you?
Why would I care about a weakling like that?
You already had a fight with him, huh? You're both about the same age. Don't you think it would be better to be friends?
With an ingrate like him? Never.
Huh?
My father's tried to have someone help them, but he won't accept it. We bring him food right from our kitchen, and he doesn't eat one bite.
Maybe he's afraid someone will poison him.
If my father wanted him dead, he'd just do it straight out. He wouldn't use such a cheap trick. Only Brits do that.
Suzaku, I'm a professional soldier, but I'd still rather avoid a fight if I can.
Why? You never lose to a Brit, right? So what's the problem?
Fighting takes a lot of effort, even if you win. You'd be surprised how lazy I am.
There was something strange going on with Todo-sensei that day. Now that I think of it, Father's been spending so much time in Tokyo lately, he's hardly ever home. I wonder if something's going on. By the time I finished my training that day, I was feeling very uneasy. Then, on the way back, I ran into Lelouch again. Or rather, I saw him. Some of the boys from town had caught him at the foot of the mountain. They were beating him up.
Ugh! This is Japan! You got that? Yeah! Stay out of our country, you dirty brat!
Lelouch just cowered there, taking it. If he's that weak, why did he go down into town?
Come on, fight back! Hey, you're supposed to be a prince, aren't you?
There were a couple of security police standing to the side, but all they did was watch. Why?
What are you, a girl? A mama's boy? Stand up and fight back!
Seeing Lelouch just taking their blows infuriated me for some reason.
Stop it!
I charged in without thinking. When they realized who I was, the boys suddenly stopped, and they both ran away. They knew the authority of the Kurudugi name. Why didn't you do something to help him? You're bodyguards, aren't you? They didn't say a word. They just stared at me. It was Lelouch who answered my question.
They're watchmen. They're not bodyguards. They're just supposed to make sure I don't run away or try to kill myself. That's why they're here.
But that's...
Why'd you help me like that? You know I'm Britannian.
I hate Britannia. But bullies picking on a weakling? I hate that even more.
Weakling, huh? Guess I am.
What's so funny?
Nothing.
Don't say nothing, you just laughed.
I was laughing at myself, not you. Self-derision? A loser's laugh, that's all. It's a way to protect your heart.
Lelouch stood up and brushed himself off. Beneath him were crushed vegetables and some fish he'd bought. Is that what he was trying to protect?
Can you move?
Huh?
You're standing on my reward card. I just need 4 more points and I get a discount.
Oh. The Britannian prince picked up a small card with my footprint on it. He treated it like something precious. A reward card? But he's a prince! The sight of him bending over to pick up the card and all that loose change was pathetic! I felt pity for him, and yet... It's your own fault! If you know you're weak, why do you have to buy your food in town? Quit being so stubborn and eat the food we give you! It's not poison!
I know.
Then eat it!
I'm here, and I will live. I'm living by my own strength, and I won't be dead any longer. Not me, and not Nonnally either.
That's what he said. Just like that. Then he turned around and started to limp away. Live? Of course he's living. You live because you're alive. What's he talking about? I didn't understand why, but watching him walk off, I felt very irritated, very angry, and very, very ashamed. At that moment, I didn't understand just what those feelings meant.
Stage 0.521. Nonnally vanished.
It's been half a month since the Britannian prince came to my home. Lelouch v. Britannia. He takes care of his little sister, and he won't accept help from anyone else. Cooking, laundry, cleaning. He does all of it. Even the shopping. He knows when he goes into town, he'll get beat up by the Japanese boys. Still, he goes there every day with the same look on his face, even though he's weak, even though he's Britannian. Out of habit, I had walked to the storehouse at the Kururugi Shrine. Until recently, that was the place where I'd always gone to play. But now, it was their home. How long would that last?
Lelouch?
I turned, and she was there. Lelouch's little sister. She was in a wheelchair. And she was blind as well.
Who's there? I can feel someone there.
It's me, Suzaku.
Suzaku?
Hold on! About last time...
Are you going to hit me too? I won't fight back, but you know it doesn't matter, because you can beat me up, but you can't beat up my heart.
What are you
doing?
Lelouch!
Lelouch? Are you all right, Nonnally? Did he do anything to you?
No, I just...
You waited till I was away from the house. Typical Japanese.
What did you say? You Brit thief?
Thief? Is that what your father calls Britannians?
You saying you're not?
No, you're not wrong. That's exactly what Britannia's like. Acts of aggression backed by military force, high-handed diplomacy, elitism. No country is worse than we are.
You...
But you know what? Japan isn't very different.
What?
You play the Chinese Federation against Britannia. A dirty game for your own profit. You practice dual diplomacy with the Sakuradite mines. You exploit poor third world nations. Yeah, when it comes to down and dirty, Japan's right there.
Liar! Japan isn't like that! Without thinking, I raised my fist to hit him. But Lelouch just looked at me, never changing his expression.
Going to hit me? Yeah, that's just what a Britannian would do.
Shut up! I hate him and his fancy way of talking. Maybe he's smart, but he doesn't have to be so stuck up about it. He's just a kid. He's just a hostage. He's just a Britannian.
They're after the Sakuradite mining rights. That much is plainly clear.
Genbu, I know the election's near, but aren't you a little overconfident about this?
The talks are proceeding with the EU. There are no problems.
Old man Kirihara was visiting that day. He was really rich, and he owned hundreds of companies. It was common for important people to come and have dinner in the Kururugi home. I could only half follow all the things the grown-ups were talking about. But Father had told me I could learn something from this.
So, you'll be announcing the engagement after the general election?
Considering the feelings of the Britannian people, it's better that way.
Father, who's getting engaged?
I am. To the Britannian princess.
The girl in the wheelchair?
Suzaku, this may be called a marriage, but it's about politics. Understand that.
Someone, a Japanese leader, must marry a Britannian of royal blood as a symbol for our two nations.
Someone get married to that girl? And it's going to be my father?
It can't be a member of the Sumeragi clan. It would be appropriate for the Kururugi family.
The 6 houses will have no objection on that point.
Father, if it can be anyone who's Japanese, maybe I...
Suzaku, the one you will marry is already chosen. I let you listen to this adult conversation because it concerns your future. You're not allowed to speak out of turn.
Yes, Father. Lelouch! Lelouch! I couldn't just stay there and do nothing. Do Lelouch and his sister know about this? About her marrying my father? Why did I need to tell them? This was about nations dealing with nations. It was a grown-up thing. Kids like us couldn't do anything about it. Lelouch! I'm coming in! He's not here? Lelouch was gone. So was Nonali. At a time like this? I ran from the storehouse and searched all over the Kururugi shrine. The bathhouse, the main building, the office, the torii gate, the stairs. What? The long stairway leading up to the shrine. Halfway down lay the wrecked wheelchair. There was only one person at the shrine who it could have belonged to. It's his sisters.
Nonali! Nonali, is that you?
Lelouch! I saw him as he came running out of the forest. On his cheeks were the bright tracks of tears. He looked defeated and pathetic. I'd never seen his face like that. This boy who never changed his expression, even when the Japanese kids beat him up. Lelouch, what happened? Is she missing?
It's none of your business.
She's gone, isn't she?
So what if she is?
Well, we can look for her together.
I don't want your help. Not from a Japanese. You hate Britannians, right? So just leave me alone.
He's wrong.
Anyway, your father's going to get mad at you if he finds out that you are helping a Brit.
That isn't true.
I don't need you. This is a problem between me and my sister. It's Britannian. So you Japanese can just stay out of it.
Don't give me that! I don't care whether we're Japanese or Britannian. I'm sick of that. I'm searching for her because I want to.
You.
I'm Suzaku Kururugi, an honored son of Japan. I don't need a reason to save who I want to save or do what I want to do.
Welcome to AFK Journey, the best RPG for all players. If you're an adventurer, you...
Stage 0.522, the Song of the Secret Base.
I'm Suzaku Kururugi, an honored son of Japan. I don't need a reason to save who I want to save or do what I want to do.
You're just being defiant.
I'll go look for her because I want to. I dare you to stop me.
Hold it. Protecting Nonali is my responsibility. I don't let anyone else do it. No adult and no Japanese. I'm the only one
Shut
who...
up! You can't make a selfish decision like that. You think you can do everything by yourself. You're so arrogant.
With that, Suzaku vanished into the forest. He's selfish and high-handed. Still, right now, I should be a little thankful to him, maybe. Where are you? Answer me! It's Lelouch! I ran through the forest in sheer desperation. Nonali's legs were weak, so I thought she couldn't have gone far. Someone's here? So deep in the forest? Nonali, is that you?
No.
It wasn't her. It was a woman, sitting quietly in a sunflower kimono. Her back was to me, so I couldn't tell for sure, but she seemed young. Excuse me, but did you happen to see a girl around here? She has long chestnut-colored hair. She's disabled in her legs, and she's blind. Miss?
She hasn't come this way.
I see. You're not from the Kururugi Shrine, are you? I'd memorized the faces of all the staff, everyone at the shrine. What was an outsider doing in this forest? Was she gathering herbs or plants to eat? Was she just some lost soul? Or an assassin?
Don't worry. I'm not your enemy. I was just asked to come here to keep an eye on things.
Keep an eye on? Who are you?
It's raining.
Rain? Now of all times. Nonali will get soaked. I've gotta hurry. I have to find Nonali fast. Miss, I don't have much time, so I'll get right to the point. The girl in the sunflower kimono had vanished. In just the moment I'd taken to look up at the rain clouds. Who was she? She said she'd been asked to come, but... That voice! It's Nonali! It's soft and distant, but it's definitely her! There's no way I could mistake it, except there's someone else with her. Who is that singing with her? Could it be? The earth had already turned to mud beneath my feet. I felt it as I ran, guided only by Nonali singing. Nonali was laughing. She hadn't laughed once since the night our mother had died. Why now? Lelouch! Suzaku! Suzaku appeared out of the ground. Or to be more precise, he appeared from a hole that had been dug in the ground.
Over here! Nonali's here too!
Lelouch?
Nonali, are you all right?
Yes, I'm fine.
Nonali was inside the hole. She was there next to Suzaku.
I'm sorry, Lelouch. I slipped and fell in here, and I guess I got knocked out.
In this hole?
It's my secret base.
It's really neat. He says it has food and weapons, too.
Nonali, you were laughing just now.
Oh? Yeah.
But you haven't laughed in a long time.
Well, because Suzaku was laughing.
Huh?
He was laughing so loud and he sounded so happy I couldn't help laughing, too.
Laughing?
Haven't you noticed, Lelouch? You're always serious. You haven't laughed once since I met you.
Nonali wasn't the only one who'd stopped laughing. So had I. I see. So that's how it is.
Lelouch, why don't you come into Suzaku's secret base, too? It's still raining outside there, isn't it?
I lost to him. He found Nonali instead of me. I couldn't make her laugh, but he could. This Japanese guy. Still, he did find Nonali and take care of her. I have to show my gratitude. To say thank you.
Lelouch! You... I'm sorry. I was wrong to hit you when we first met. I shouldn't have done that. So I'm sorry.
He does it so simply? Why would you say that?
Because you're really amazing.
Huh?
Nonali told me about you. I didn't get it before. I thought you were just some spoiled Britannian prince. But what happened to your mother? And with your brothers and sisters too. And now you have to protect your little sister all by yourself. We're the same age, but...
Why are you crying now?
Because you've had to suffer so much.
This boy really is a strange one. Still.
You're not a prince anymore. but you're still amazing.
That's right. My big brother really is special.
Come in here, Lelouch.
Huh? There's no way. You two fill up the whole thing.
We can squeeze you in. You'll just get soaked out there. Come on.
Don't drag me in. How you can be so rude.
Forget that. Let's get some shelter.
It's cramped.
Don't complain in my secret base.
Still, it's warm.
It is, huh? Suzaku's secret base is so warm.
Yeah, you're right. Nonali. Hesitantly, we three huddled together. It was a beginning for us on that summer day. That was true for me, for Nonali, and I think for Suzaku as well. The beginning of a happy time that seemed to shine on us. Before we noticed, the rain stopped.
Stage 0.533, first friend.
3. 1, 2, 3. All right, I've passed the one in front.
Oh, you passed me then?
There's no way a Japanese can lose at a game of Sugoroku. You're next, Lelouch.
Japan doesn't hold the patent on six-sided dice. The Romans were the first to invent them.
I don't really follow you, but I am the one winning right now.
This seems kind of strange somehow. When they first met, Lelouch and Suzaku got into a fist fight, and now they're playing together like nothing ever happened.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see.
Until your next turn, you have to act like a fat man.
Lelouch, you've turned into a fatty?
Yeah. Lelouch has turned into a sumo wrestler. Good one this.
What's with this game? It's all luck. You don't use your brains in it at all.
Lelouch, you gotta play it like it says.
That's the rules, big brother.
All right, Nonali.
My big brother's a fatty.
You're good at that, Lelouch.
Well, I wouldn't be losing if this were chess. Hey, wait a minute. Japan has a game like chess, doesn't it?
You're talking about shogi?
That's it. Let's play that. In Japan, you use the pieces you capture, right? I've wanted to learn about that for a long time.
I don't know the rules.
You're Japanese, aren't you?
I hate complicated games like that.
That's because you're stupid.
What? Now you've said it?
Hey! You're tickling me, Suzaku!
When it comes to fights, I'll always beat you.
He's right. Lelouch and Suzaku have grown so close. It seems like they've been friends forever. They were both worried for me that day. When I heard I was going to have to marry Prime Minister Genbu Kurorugi, I felt so scared and helpless that I ran away without thinking.
Sorry, Nonali. So, shall we continue the game?
You're the one who interrupted it, Lelouch.
You always remember stuff like that, don't you?
But now that they've grown so close, I think it must be for the best. Suzaku is the first real friend Lelouch has ever had, and I think Lelouch may be Suzaku's first real friend, too. Ever since that happened, he comes to the storehouse every day. He eats dinner with us, listens to the radio with us, and he sleeps over with us, too.
Still, I'm surprised. How did you manage to get the marriage to Nonali called off?
I made a deal.
Huh? With my father?
Yeah, like a trade. I gave him something that belonged to me.
Belonged to you? But you came here...
I came here with nothing? Well, what I gave him wasn't anything physical.
Lelouch, what is it?
Don't look like that, Nonali. I didn't give him anything that was valuable to us. It's nothing to worry about.
Okay.
It's all right, Nonali. It really is.
My big brother's voice is very gentle. I can't actually see his expression anymore, but I can tell that he's smiling tenderly. I can picture it. I believe in my brother. I can always count on him. If he says it's all right, then it must be all right. Even this cramped, dirty storehouse has become a wonderful, fun place to live. Lelouch said it was a wonderful place, and he was right. He made it true. The only thing I can really trust is him.
Oh, what is it, Suzaku?
A bunch of fire engines are coming to town at the foot of the mountain. It's a disaster drill. They have a room that lets you feel what an earthquake's like.
Earthquake? You mean when the ground starts moving?
Yeah. That's right. You don't get earthquakes in Britannia, do you?
Really? An earthquake, huh?
You want to come with me? I can ask the security police to watch us.
Could we? But...
I'll see you later, Lelouch. I'm a little tired, so I think I'll take a nap. I'll be fine here.
Are you sure?
Nonali, we'll bring you back a souvenir.
Okay, I'll look forward to it.
Let's go, Lelouch.
Wait up, Suzaku!
If we don't hurry, it'll get dark, and it'll be your fault for being such a slowpoke.
No, you just run too fast. You're an exercise nut.
And there they go. I'm glad my big brother has been able to make a friend, but it's a little lonely sometimes. Lately, it seems like he only talks about Suzaku. Still, Suzaku's a nice person. I suppose I can let Suzaku borrow my big brother. But Suzaku, be sure to bring him back to me, okay?
State.
Wrap it up, you crave it. Wrap it up and take.
Stage 0.543, the end of the Summer of Joy.
Are you sure about this? Really sure?
Trust me, this plan is perfect. Only, are you sure you can drive it?
I'll do my part. Just leave that to me.
Okay. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
What's that, terrorist? Protect Genbu Kururugi!
Wow, explosions. And even a smoke screen. Did you set all that up, Lelouch?
I told you I would. Now, this is our chance. Let's go, Suzaku.
Right.
I planned all the diversions in advance. We could still hear them going off as we dashed for the car. Our destination? This little guy's nest. A small bird who'd been attacked by a big bird and couldn't fly anymore. I knew where his nest was located, in the branch of a tree near the top of the next mountain over. Suzaku had spotted it with binoculars. I hotwired it.
Wow, you're like a thief.
That goes without saying. Now, let's take off.
Right. Suzaku Kururugi, moving out!
If they knew we were leaving the boundaries of the Kururugi Shrine, the security police would stop us for sure. Though the reasons are very different, Suzaku and I are both too important for them to let us go.
I wonder if they'll come after us.
None of the cars at the Kururugi Shrine will work now. It'll take at least 10 minutes for them to call up a car from the town at the foot of the mountain. You think you could get past the post office before then?
No prob. 70 isn't too fast, is it?
Wow! Where'd you learn to drive like that?
What are you talking about? You've done this too, Lelouch. You mean video games? How else? You think someone would let a kid like me practice with a real car?
You're crazy! Stop the car right now!
Forget it. We've got 10 minutes to get past the post office. I told you, leave this to me.
Natalie!
There it is, the little bird's nest. Come on, Lelouch. You can see the Kudorugi Shrine from here. Oh, jeez. Princes aren't very strong, are they?
You're too strong. You're an exercise nut. Ugh.
Sore loser. Come on, give me your hand.
We actually made it here, didn't we?
Yeah, we completely outsmarted the grown-ups. Thanks to your plan, Lelouch.
The car's hidden, and we left false clues for them to follow. They probably won't track us for half a day at least.
You're amazing. You actually thought it through that far?
Well, they assume we're just dumb little kids, so it wasn't that hard to get around them. But when you told me you had plenty of driving experience, I didn't think it was all from video games.
So what? I drove the car all right, didn't I?
You really are totally reckless, you know that?
You know, Lelouch, I was thinking, when we work together, there's nothing in the whole world we can't do.
That's stupid. Still, I'd like to think it's true.
You know it's true, Lelouch.
Suzaku, are you going to be a prime minister like your father?
If I do, you can become emperor.
That's impossible. I've lost my claim to the imperial throne.
I'll help you.
Really? You mean that?
I just told you, there's nothing we can't do if we work together.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Great, it's settled. You're going to be emperor with my help.
Thanks. Then I'll help you to become... What was...
I hear something strange. From that way. Oh, towards the town.
Let's check it out. According to this terrain map, we should get a view of the town if we cross over the north-northwest slope.
Gotcha.
We ran off as fast as we could. We emerged from a field of sunflowers and climbed a steep cliff. What we saw next...
Lelouch, those are... Britannians.
All around Mount Fuji, a myriad of dark, ominous shadows rolled in. It was August 10th, the day that the Holy Britannian Empire declared war upon Japan. And for us, it was the day that joyful, endless summer came to a close. Stage 0.884, the Imperial Siblings.
Here, Leclerc. Oh, stop it.
Yuffie's grown so much. She's how old now?
She'll be 13 this year, Schneisel.
She's grown quite lovely, hasn't she?
She's still very much a child.
Especially compared to the resplendent goddess of the battlefield, Princess Cornelia.
You flatter me too easily, brother.
Not at all. By all accounts, your suppression of the Area 14 uprising was brilliant.
They put up no more resistance than anticipated.
I expected you would stay on to be Viceroy of Area 14.
That country is pacified. It no longer has the will to oppose the Empire. Anyone can run it now.
Cornelia, you have to leave them a little dignity and strength to resist.
Why do you say that?
People with broken spirits are unproductive. The will to fight is itself a resource. If you sap it completely, an area loses its vitality.
Isn't it better for us Britannians to bring the vitality to the lands we conquer?
there's a limit to what we can do. That's why we have the honorary Britannian system.
Which blurs the line between the rulers and the ruled. If you don't keep that distinction clear, you're just inviting trouble.
Oh, you look like you're discussing something important. Am I interrupting?
No, you aren't interrupting at all, little one.
Oh, I'm not a little child anymore, you know.
Tell me, Yuffie, what would you do if you became a viceroy?
Huh? Oh, I think I'd like to make the country a place where everyone could live happily.
That's right. Yuffie has the highest of intentions.
Is that really something to laugh at?
No, it's not bad at all. So, Cornelia, I wanted to recommend that you become the next viceroy of Area 11.
Area 11? You mean the former Japan?
Yes. Resistance activity is starting to heat up there. I think the assignment would suit your talents.
Schneisel, if it's possible, I'd prefer to be in charge of opening up a new area for us.
I see. Who should we send then?
Emil, or Oscar, perhaps.
They're going to areas 15 and 13. That's been decided. How about Clovis?
That's out of the question.
But why?
He's too soft.
You have a point. He's not really suited to running an occupation.
Good day, brother, sister. Ah, and you too, Yuffie.
Hello, Clovis. Speak of the devil.
I heard you had returned, Cornelia. I came to welcome you.
As usual, you're wearing clothes that restrict your movement. People like you are the first to die in an attack.
Such harsh words after we've been apart for so long. You haven't changed a bit. Still all business.
Clovis, have you at least learned to pilot a nightmare frame?
I heard they've been deployed in combat lately. How long has it been since we first saw them demonstrated by Lady Marianne?
It was right after Lelouch and the others moved to Ares Villa.
Lelouch.
Oh, forgive me, Yuffie. I brought up painful memories for you.
No, it's okay.
If only Lelouch and Nonnelly could have been saved.
It couldn't be helped. Things were so different then. No one could have imagined that we'd go to war with Japan. The truth is, I just made a formal request to His Majesty the Emperor.
About what?
I asked that he dispatch me to Area 11 and put me in charge there.
But I thought you hated assignments like that.
I sort of had a change of heart.
What brought that on, if I may ask?
36 losses in 37 battles. That's my win-loss record in chess. I don't really like to admit it, but no matter how hard I tried, I could never beat Lelouch.
Didn't you tie him once?
No, that game was interrupted. It started out looking like I was going to win, but...
You sure he wasn't letting you win?
He would never ever do that. Not his style. I knew him very well.
Why didn't you play him to the end of the game?
He had a sudden audience with His Majesty. That was our last match. He never came back, so in the end, I missed my one chance to beat him.
I see. So that's why.
Lately, I've started to think of the conflict in Area 11 as a chess problem he left me to solve.
It's unusual for you to put so much thought into something like that.
I'd like to set matters right.
Clovis, did I tell you Lelouch sent me a letter once when he was living in Area 11?
About what?
He said he made friends with a Japanese boy.
Oh, he made friends with a number.
I wonder what it's like over there in Japan.
If you're interested, why not join me?
Don't be ridiculous.
I'd like to go see it, but I have school.
Of course. It's too soon for you. Do you enjoy going to school?
Yes, very much.
Well then, if you'll excuse me, I'd like to put the finishing touches on a painting before I leave.
Clovis, how do you propose to solve this chess problem that he left for you?
With the usual tactics. I hate the 11s for having let Lelouch die. But hearing he had a friend among them, perhaps I'll need to show some leniency.
Don't let your feelings make you soft. We have to subdue them, period.
There are times a ruler has to be firm, Clovis, even treacherous. A soft heart is not a virtue, not for someone who stands at the top.
I appreciate your advice. Watch and see how I handle it. That land is Lelouch's final resting place. I want to make it as quiet for him as I can.
Stage 0.911, meeting Millie.
I remember the scent of the breeze. It was like this the first time I stood here. In this place once known as Japan, spring was marked by a faintly sweet flurry of cherry petals which washed over everything. Yes, on that day, with the sun gently looking down on the school as it is now, amidst the cherry blossoms that scattered as they fell, there stood a boy.
I'm Lelouch.
Yes, I heard. Lelouch Lamperouge, right? I'm Millie Ashford. How do you do? Grandfather asked me to show you around the school today.
Spare the introductions. I like to use my time effectively.
My grandfather, the principal of Ashford Academy, had told me this new student was the child of someone who had done him a great favor a long time ago. This was our first meeting. Still, even as he confronted an older girl, though he was earnestly trying to look mature, I thought, it's okay. I'll teach him gently. Or something like that anyway. Thinking back, I didn't know anything about him. You don't have to be so nervous. I'm only 1 year older than you.
You're in middle school?
Yes, second year. Did you think I was in high school? I'm pretty well developed, huh? Look, see my bust line? And the curves from my hips to my thighs? You don't have to turn away. Ogling me isn't gonna harm anyone. Did you ogle?
It didn't harm you, right?
Yeah, but do you have to be so blasé about seeing it?
If you're going to show me around, let's get on with it. I'd like to get back soon.
At that time, I thought of myself as a patient woman with an even temper. Okay, well then. Ashford Academy
I'll get the basic data on my own. School history, number of students, number of teachers, and the geographic area it occupies. What I want to know now is the layout of the buildings and the details of the facilities.
And you can't check that out yourself?
That kind of data is kept private. It can be of use to terrorists. What? Don't tell me the principal's granddaughter doesn't know about that.
Well, I wanted to be a patient woman who maintained her composure. All right. First, I'll give you the super special tour from the rooftop with the best
Just
view.
tell me the things I absolutely need to know. I'll learn the rest as I come to school each day.
Well, there are plenty of people who get along just fine without cultivating patience with others. You don't have any friends, do you?
That's none of your business.
I see. Then you don't.
Not Britannians, anyway.
Huh? What's that mean?
The area's paved in stone, with potholes all over the place. Stairways to all the building entrances. They'll need to put in ramps and handrails.
Fine, as you wish. I'll be brief. This building here is for the elementary and middle schools, and over there's the high school. If you hear people shouting, "Go team," that's the gym. If you catch the scent of something appetizing, that's the cafeteria. Other than that, the dorms are over there. Ask your dorm leader for more details.
Dorms?
Yes. All students are required to live in dorms. The boys are in the building on the left, and if you couldn't guess, girls' dorms are on the right.
They never told me about that.
You don't like the thought of living away from Mommy and Daddy? Get over it. Ashford Academy encourages the development of free and independent spirits.
How do I get into the girls' dorms?
Don't be silly. Boys aren't allowed in there, and girls aren't allowed in the boys' dorm, so... Oh, I see. You try to come off so cool, but your head's full of the wild urges and lustful desires of puberty, huh? Hey, where are you going?
That's enough.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop teasing you.
I won't attend this school.
I was just giving you a tour.
I said I'm not going to attend this school.
What's the problem? Hey, wait up!
It has nothing to do with you. I was a fool to come here without checking all the details first.
Hold on. I don't know what kind of high and mighty family produced a spoiled brat like you, but at least give me a reason.
I'm sure Ashford told you, so drop the pretense.
I'm asking you because I don't know.
You're all the same! Even you people, you'd use us.
Us?
Lelouch?
Nonnally!
A wheelchair?
Oh, thank goodness. I thought I'd gotten lost somehow.
Nonnally, didn't I tell you I'd be back soon?
I'm sorry, but I smelled something wonderful. There are cherry blossoms in bloom here, aren't there?
Are you...
Oh, you must be from the academy. I'm Nonnally Lamperouge. Pardon me for not getting up, but my legs and eyes don't quite work so.
Now I see. when you mentioned handrails before...
It's starting to dawn on you. This place can't possibly work out for us.
Lelouch?
Nonali, I'm afraid this school isn't going
Hold
to...
it! Honestly, Nonali, it must be terrible for you having a big brother who's such a stubborn mule, huh?
What?
I'm saying you should have just told me this from the start. What's the point of hiding it?
Our private lives
are my business now, and I won't leave you alone. Leave this to me. I'll take care of everything. I promise. Please, trust me.
Lelouch?
Okay, fine. Don't trust me then, huh? Bet on me instead. I promise you won't lose anything at all.
What are you?
And for collateral, let's see. I can't give you money or status or prestige, so you can have your way with me. It's decided then. Let's go, Nonali. May I push your wheelchair? Sure. Our clubhouse is by the garden over there. We'll ask my grandfather. I'm sure he'll let you both stay near there.
I can trust you, right?
What was that? I didn't hear you.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Welcome to Ashford Academy. The flurries of cherry petals have come a few more times since then. And he eventually grew taller than me. Even so, that annoying, pompous attitude and the precious kindness he shows his little sister, they haven't changed a bit. Which is why... That's right. I didn't overlook it. I didn't miss the slight blush on your cheeks when you thanked me. But if I had asked you why, you would have answered, it was the glow from the warm spring sun that was shining that day.
Stage 0.916, The Black King.
Well, my dear little waiter, are you ready to give up?
My name is Rivel Cardamond.
Do I really need to know your name? You're the loser.
I haven't lost yet.
From this position, your options are very few, aren't they?
Damn it, I underestimated this guy. I thought he was just a leisurely nobleman who wanted a challenge, a game with some risk. I figured I could take him easily. But he's really good. I usually work part-time at this gambling den, and I'm confident about playing chess, too. I filled in for the manager sometimes, playing extra matches when he got too busy. But now...
You are going to pay me, aren't you? You were the one who set the stakes, after all.
I'm in trouble. I'd gotten carried away setting the bet. As a student, how could I ever pay it off? There was no way. What do? Get down on the floor and beg the guy's forgiveness? Would he even let me off if I did something like that? I'd rather die than ask my father for the money, but I may not have a choice.
And don't try to stall. It's pointless. If you can turn this game around now, I'll crawl around this place 3 times barking like a dog. How's that?
Sounds entertaining.
Huh?
I'd love to see a nobleman get down on all fours and bark.
A student?
That's right, he is. He's wearing a school uniform. Oh, it's from Ashford Academy. That's where I go. He sticks out here like a sore thumb.
Move aside. I'll play this out for you.
Your friend is coming to the rescue.
Hey, hold on. This isn't a game for students.
You're a student too, aren't you?
How'd you know? I'm wearing my waiter's outfit. How would he know that I...
Rivel Cardamond, Class 1B, originally from California. On bad terms with your father, so you've taken your mother's maiden name. I've gathered essential data on every Ashford student and committed it all to memory.
Every student? You've got to be kidding.
Well, aren't you a clever lad? Are you prepared to bark in young Mr. Waiter's place if you lose? Bow wow.
Yes. And you'll bark if I win, right?
That is, if you win.
Okay. So then, we've come to terms.
Just like that, he's pinch hitting for me, and this was all on his own initiative. But what can he do? He's facing a defense that's solid as a rock. It's impregnable. And my pieces are scattered all over the board. There's no possible attack or defense.
Whatever you do, make it quick. You only have 6 minutes.
That's a lot of time. Enough to save the whole world.
What?
That's the piece he's moving? The Black King? I've never heard of an endgame strategy where you start by moving the king. That's crazy.
The king? And here I was wondering what your secret plan was.
I'm dead. He's a complete amateur. He'll lose faster than me. I should have never turned over the game to him. On the other hand, maybe this is the chance I need. If I bolt out of here while they're distracted...
You, bring me a pen and some paper.
Who, me?
Yes, you can do that, can't you?
Here. Is this okay?
That's enough.
He took the pen and notepaper and started writing something. I couldn't see what it was.
What are you doing now?
Just amusing myself. I do this when I play an opponent who's especially tedious.
Students, if you think I'll let you off with a mere apology, then you don't know who you're dealing with.
All right, there it is. Hold on to it.
And then he folded the notepaper and handed it to me, very casually. What did you write?
A prediction.
What? Huh?
Checkmate.
What? Huh?
Impossible! Just like that? In 13 minutes? He's got me in checkmate?
Who was this guy? How'd he pull it off? This nobleman had been wiping the floor with me, and now this guy defeated him like it was nothing.
It's absurd. How could I have been beaten by this child?
Say, why don't you read that note I wrote? You still have it?
Black knight to b6, white knight to b3, black bishop to e3, white queen to b1. This is the record of a chess game.
Incredible! Those are the moves I made!
Yes, it's a record of the game we just played. Every move is there.
But you wrote this before you started playing. How could you do that?
You predicted my moves? My tactics?
You follow formal strategies with no flexibility or originality, typical of nobles raised like pampered orchids in a hothouse.
Who the hell are you?
Lelouch. Lelouch Lamperouche.
Hey, wait up! Lelouch Lamperouche!
What? You don't think it's fair for me to take half the winnings?
No, it's just, I wondered why you saved me.
Don't misunderstand. I wasn't trying to help you at all. What I wanted was to see that pompous snob bark like a dog.
You don't like them? The nobles?
I hate people who confuse their social rank with their personal abilities.
Wait, Lelouch, you're going back to school, right? I came here on my bike. Hop on.
No thanks. I've never liked the idea of hanging on to some guy's back.
Without another word, he turned around and walked away, never looking back. What a weird guy. But he's also kind of amazing. I have a feeling hanging out with him just might make my boring life a little less dreary and a little more fun. At that very moment, I decided to buy the BMC RR1200 sidecar that had caught my eye a few days before. With the money I've saved, plus my winnings from today, I think I've got enough cash. I bet he won't mind riding in that.
Stage 5.831, Orange Peel.
Excuse me. Cecile Crumey, forgive me for calling you here like this.
Not at all, Lady Valletta. Can I be of service to you in some way?
I wanted to thank you for what you did the other day.
Huh?
If it weren't for the Lancelot's intervention, Lord Jeremiah might have been killed.
But Lady Valletta, you're a Knight of Honor. You don't need to thank someone like me.
It's because I'm a Knight of Honor that I must acknowledge you. Lord Jeremiah is also grateful to you and the Special Corps.
The Lord Jeremiah is grateful to us?
His lordship had a privileged upbringing. He can be much more sensitive to details than he seems.
Oh, that must make life difficult for all of you.
You could say that. What's your superior like? also a privileged upbringing and quite self-centered. Only cares how he feels about things? Yes, quite so. He leaves all the tedious tasks for you.
And what he says today is the opposite of what he said yesterday.
Though he remembers yesterday's trivia in minute detail.
Thinks he's always right, just stuffed with arrogance.
While his lack of foresight constantly gets him in the most asinine predicaments.
It's beyond him to think of the feelings of others.
This makes him sound so bad.
But it's actually those traits that make you like him, right?
No, not at all.
So, this is the Special Corps, huh? I can see why they stuck it out in the middle of nowhere like this. It looks like...
Welcome! Oh, my word, if it isn't Lord Jeremiah himself.
Lloyd! Don't sneak up behind me and yell like that. You scared me half to death.
I beg your pardon. My sincere apologies. I didn't mean to upset the delicate nerves of a Margrave.
I see you finally learned a touch of diplomacy in your speech. Asplund.
Oh, are you trying to say that we've met somewhere before?
Don't tell me you don't remember me. Stop being absurd.
Let's see.
We both studied at the high school division of the Imperial Academy in Colchester. We were even in the same dormitory.
Were we? I don't have any recollection of that at all.
Of course you do. I was a monitor.
Oh, I always avoided the monitors, busybody types with prying eyes.
Now that's true. You avoided me, all right. I haven't forgotten how you caused 5 separate explosions with the unauthorized experiments you did in your laboratory.
Did I really do that?
And put several students in the hospital with that homebrewed drink you made. Plus the uproar from freshmen falling through the floor because of the escape chute you built. You don't remember that?
My motto is never look back to the past.
And that makes it all right? As monitor, I took the blame for every stunt you pulled. They came after me. Me!
You don't say. That is a pity. Well, but now we're even, right?
What?
You were the one who took Suzaku Kururugi from us, weren't you? Was that on purpose? For revenge?
Oh, please. I would never do anything that malicious.
It was our nightmare, Lancelot, that saved you from getting killed, wasn't it? So why don't we just call it even now? Put it to rest, huh? You came here to formally thank me for saving your life, didn't you? Am I mistaken?
That's...
So, we can close the book on this whole thing. Happy ending and all that.
But this is not the ending at all.
Welcome back.
Villetta, why did you come with her?
Well, you see,
Margrave Jeremiah Gottwald.
Yes?
We'd like to request that you offer some acknowledgement to Private Suzaku. He's the one who snatched victory from defeat through sheer courage, and he's also suffered the most.
Yes, that's right. Suzaku was the one who insisted on charging in to save you.
What? It was Kururugi's idea?
Indeed, he'll be back soon. Would you like to say something to him? Like, I'm sorry, or thank you?
You expect me to bow down to an 11?
It would be the proper thing.
But the honor of the purebloods!
Maintaining your foolish pride, is that your idea of honor?
What?
Lord Jeremiah, an act of heroism must be acknowledged. The codes of knighthood require it. A worthy Margrave such as yourself can surely rise to the occasion and give proper recognition to his subordinates in a heartfelt manner.
Oh, she's good.
Very well. Villetta, I've always been a man with a generous nature. I'll simply put aside my pride and thank him.
I'd expect nothing less of you.
A praiseworthy decision.
That's why he stands above us all, right?
Then let's get on with it. Let us not tarry. Let us go forth and meet this Suzaku Kururugi fellow now. Ah, it's you, Lord Guilford.
Jeremiah Gottwald. Could you come with me? I'm sorry if you don't like to be handcuffed.
Huh? Oh, wait. What are you... Hey, hold on! Please! You have this all wrong! Besides, there's something I have to do right now! I have to acknowledge... Wait! Stop! Let me explain! I'm innocent! I'm innocent!
Stage 6.113. The Name of the King.
Meow. Meow, 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 meow.
Say, Yuffie, how did that cat get hurt anyway?
He says he had a bad landing. Right, Arthur?
Arthur?
Uh-huh. That's his name.
Did he introduce himself?
No, but his name's Arthur all the same.
Princess Euphemia, the cat you took care of, Arthur, is in our student council room, and he might stay as our pet, but...
Panda! Let's call him that! See the black spot around his eye?
Come on, Shirley, get real. It's a cat after all.
He'll be a cat named Panda! Won't that be cute?
It'd be confusing.
Maybe Schrodinger? Colin, what do you think it should be?
How about Tama?
Huh? Where'd you get that?
All cats should be named Tama.
J.C. Maxwell?
Princess Euphemia, at this rate, Arthur is going to wind up with a different...
Are you all right, Suzaku?
Yeah, I think so.
Say, Suzaku, do you have any ideas for the cat's name?
Huh? Oh, I think it should be
Any name is just as good as any other, isn't it?
You don't get it. If we give it a name that carries our feelings, the spirit behind it will come through. Therefore, there must be no compromise. Direct?
Lulu, do you have one?
I vote we don't have a cat.
Are you still mad because you lost the hunt?
This is my home as well, so I'm the one who'll probably end up taking care of it.
It was majority rule, so go along with it.
I don't like animals with attitudes who don't obey people.
And when you say people, you really mean you, isn't that right?
Lulu is more of a dog person, aren't you?
That's where brother and sister are opposites.
Huh?
That reminds me, wasn't it Suzaku who bandaged this cat when its leg was hurt?
No. It wasn't me. It was actually someone else who was with me.
A girl?
How did you know that?
Here we go, our romance detective.
Careful, her intuition about these things is on target and deadly.
You have a girlfriend.
You do? No, not at all. You've got it all wrong.
Oh, I see. The relationship hasn't quite reached that level yet, huh?
Oh, what's she like? Where'd you meet? Is she a student? Is she older? Is she in the military?
Shirley, don't bite his head off.
By the way, when you join our student council, you have to reveal one story about your love life. That's the rules.
Huh?
She's lying, don't fall for it.
Dang. Lelouch, don't spoil it so soon.
Suzaku, come over here a minute.
Ah, he got away.
You see what they're like? Don't be so gullible around them.
No, it's okay. I understand they're trying to take care of my feelings.
I see. So, is it working out for you?
Mm-hmm. Although, one thing's getting harder and harder for me to say.
What?
That cat already has a name.
It does? Then you should just tell it to them.
But it's Arthur.
Arthur?
Kind of arrogant for an honorary Britannian like me to suggest that.
That makes no difference.
But...
Stop holding back. This isn't the army. Britannia or Japan doesn't matter.
Come on, Lulu. You too, Suzaku. Think of something.
Everyone, listen. The cat has...
Right now, we're ready to name him Lelouch the Second. What do you think?
I reject that. That's one thing I'm absolute about.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nana.
Nonary, isn't this a hospital day for you?
Uh-huh. But I thought I'd say hi to everyone before I go. Meow. Meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow.
Oh, are you two already friends?
I've known Arthur for ages, longer than anybody else.
Huh?
Arthur?
Are you sure about that?
Yes, his name's Arthur.
Arthur, huh?
What kind of outrageous name is that?
Still, I kind of like Arthur.
Meow.
He seems happy about it.
All right, I dub thee Arthur.
I second it.
No amendments?
No objections.
Very well. It is so ruled. Applause, everyone. Isn't this nice, Arthur?
She gave him the same name. I guess that proves she really is Princess Euphemia's little sister.
Suzaku, it's an amazing coincidence, huh?
Yeah, except it may not be a coincidence. Arthur's coming to this school and even our meeting again. I think this must be... Ow!
Stage 9.258. We can't tell Lelouch.
So, is it really true? I couldn't believe it myself, but...
It was real shock, huh?
This is devastating.
Oh, I see. I had no idea.
Sorry I'm late, Madam President. So, what did we finally decide? The longest domino fall on campus? Or just like a doggy day? The only one I'm absolutely against is the cross-dressing festival. Is something wrong?
Huh? Well... Rivel!
How do I put this? Shirley?
You know, Nina?
Well, that is, Colin?
Me?
You see,
Why is everyone acting so strange and guarded? Why?
Look,
Why are they all
maybe we should
avoiding
just
eye
tell him
contact?
about it directly.
Something must
As
have
in to his face?
If we
Wait,
don't tell him,
did
who
they
would
find
we
out?
tell?
How about
So,
asking Nana?
what exactly do they know?
I get you.
About my Geass?
I think he's the type who
The
might
probability is higher that they found out I'm zero. Damn, I've covered every way that it could potentially be revealed. Could I have possibly revealed my true identity? How could it leak out?
What's wrong? Huh? Our eyes met for a second just now.
No. I settled Colin's doubts in the shower room before.
What's the
Besides,
problem? This is
even
your
if she did
chance.
find
Tell
out,
him.
she wouldn't do anything to endanger Zero.
does this have
Maybe
to
I
be
wasn't
made?
careful enough. Well,
Why
that's for
can't
certain.
Lucas knew this
Damn,
distance
there's one
right?
screwed up.
I guess
I need to
so.
listen to what
One
you're
detail
saying and try to find the key to what's really going on here. They've stopped talking? Now I can't get any information out of them. Damn.
if you really
What if
want
the
to let
source
him
of
know,
this
Rivel,
isn't my
why don't
identity
you tell
as
him
Zero
yourself?
or my Geass power?
No way.
So I
If I told
calculate
him it's a toy, we
432
want our
alternate
friendship.
possibilities.
friendship
I've
is
got to eliminate some of the options so I can hone in on the correct one. Right? I need to take action against Go for it. That's what I have to decide. What's that, Madam President? Are we starting another project? Something new that you have in mind? If so, please let me in on it. I'd love to know.
Project? No, we still haven't picked one yet. If you've got any other good ideas, please tell us, Lelouch.
So it's not one of the President's projects. Doesn't make
At
sense.
least
289 other choices. Cut it down.
That was
That's
a
too
perfect
many.
opportunity.
And I'm running out of
You just
time.
let it slip
My
away.
identity's
You
been
could have
uncovered.
told
I
him.
may have to
Not
fight
now.
to defend myself at
Wasn't
any
delicate.
second.
The
No,
timing
factoring
was
in the
there,
timeline
right,
needed to
Nina?
finalize a
Really
plan.
says it's
I have no
indelicate.
choice.
It's
This is
indelicate.
dangerous. I have to take the risk. By the way,
Hold it! Everyone be quiet.
you know, lately I've seen a strange girl with long green hair on campus. I wonder if she's a student here. She wasn't wearing a school uniform. Do you know who she is, Shirley?
Who, me? I haven't seen her, but, how about you guys?
No. We haven't seen her.
All right. There's no link to C2.
We missed
At
our
least
chance.
155 eyes. We've got to
right
cut down that
You
list.
have
Number
to
down to 2
realize these
figures
things
at
in
most.
real
They do know.
time.
Even if I order my boy armed men, we can take them at least 28 minutes to surround the campus. If this information got out of the
Everybody
school,
ready?
dual tactic I'd need to
Looking for
eliminate
the next
as many
response.
choices as
Real
I
fast.
could
I
move.
know we can
Here
do
goes.
this.
Yesterday, Sayoko told me.
Our chance!
She told me a local Japanese joke, but I wanted to try it out once before I tell it to Nanali. Let's see. I think it goes like this. The storm struck and the futons blew away like crumbs.
Okay, so where's that punchline?
Lelouch, I don't think it's crumbs. I think it's croutons. It's like a play on words, you know? Futons and croutons.
Shit! I thought using humor would narrow the options in one stroke. I blew it. Instead, I just increased them to 1,288.
That was the timing!
We screwed
up! Okay.
Swiftly but carefully.
Why don't we just forget it?
Strategy
Leave
must
him
be to
alone.
gather more information,
that's
so I have a
one way to
solid
handle
basis
it.
for my final decision. Why did they stop talking? It's not like they can read my mind, is it? It's
tell him
impossible.
straight
Leaves
out.
me no choice. I have to assume that they know everything. So I've got to use Geass on them and erase all their memories of me. Don't rush it. Before I do that, I have to uncover the source of the link.
President of the council, it's my
But
duty.
what about Colin? I've already used Geass on her. That's the question. Should I use unleash the power? I have to. Once it was known that I was Zero. Even if I escaped, they would never let Nanali stay here. She wouldn't be able to live with me either. Time's run out. I'll unleash Geass. Now!
Hi, guys. Sorry I'm late.
Suzaku!
Oh, Lelouch. You had Japanese food for lunch today, huh?
How did you know?
Well, for one thing, there's rice stuck to the corners of your mouth. What? Don't tell me it's been stuck there all day.
Thank you, Suzaku!
Huh?
You're so innocent. There's no way Lelouch can get angry.
Pardon? Lelouch?
That rice didn't stick there by accident. I put it there.
Huh? Then why are you blushing? Ow.
Don't eat it. God, he embarrasses me.
Stage 9.725, the night before the showdown.
I'm sending advanced troop.
Stage 9.258. Stage 9.725, the night before the showdown.
I'm sending advanced troops into the Narita Mountains. I've also determined the military strength of the Japan Liberation Front.
Pleased with yourself?
Yes, very. I can finally pay back Cornelia for what she did to us.
You really do hate to lose, don't you?
Does anyone like to lose?
Goes with the bloodline, I guess.
What's that supposed to mean?
Lelouch, you in there?
Suzaku!
Got a minute? Can I come in?
Hold on! No, my room is a mess!
Hey, what are you... Stop
Go on!
Coming in!
What's up, Suzaku?
Lelouch, why are you sleeping underneath the bed?
I just dropped something.
Lelouch, stuffing me down here is going to cost you big time.
Be silent. Suzaku, listen. I know we're friends and all, but just walking into my room like this is rude.
I knocked.
And then you're supposed to wait till I say come in. Why don't you think before you do things? Use your head. You've always been like that, just barging in places whenever you feel like it.
Oh, have I?
Yes. If you would respect people's privacy once in a...
Lelouch, you're just too secretive. Even back at the shrine, you had your pork buns, bean crepes, and that stuffed weasel toy.
Hold on. You remember those things, but you forget everything else?
What? What do you mean? I don't forget everything.
You do. Like that time we wanted to send messages, so I came up with that great secret code.
Which was impossible to learn. It was like 500 different hand signals.
I remembered them.
But in the end, you changed it to a simpler code, didn't you?
Because you couldn't read the messages.
Well, thank you, Lelouch, for all that extra effort.
Dork. Don't just say thank you like that. You know, you've changed since then.
Have I?
You have. Everything used to be me, me, me. You were completely self-centered.
And you've also changed. You're a bit more rough. Now you're 17, so of course...
What?
You've got a girlfriend now, don't you? See? There's a long hair over here. It's not Nonali's or Shirley's, is it?
What? Don't be absurd. That doesn't mean it's from a girl.
It's okay. You don't have to hide it. Of course, I won't tell Nonali about it either. Hey, we're both 17 now. Things like this are perfectly natural.
Things like this? Things like this? Like what?
What's she like? I'm curious.
Huh? Oh, how do I describe her? Well, she's not easy to figure out.
So she's kind of mysterious?
I guess you could say that.
Is she cute?
No, she's the farthest thing from cute.
The homemaker type?
Not. She's lazy, never lifts a finger.
You sure she's the right girl for you? You don't deal well with people you can't count on.
True. She causes endless problems for me. Her clothes are a mess, she's stuck up, selfish, and she's always stuffing her face with junk food.
Lelouch, did the bed just move?
Maybe my alarm clock went off.
Alarm clock?
It's a new function I installed. Anyway, Suzaku, why'd you come over at this time of night?
Oh, I came to give you back your math notes. They were a huge help. Now I'll be able to pass the exam next week.
Exams are essentially games where your opponent poses questions. If you can anticipate how your opponent thinks, it's easy.
Classic Lelouch.
But why make a special trip? You could have given him back in class tomorrow.
I've got a work trip starting tomorrow.
As an engineer.
Huh? Oh, right. It's a field trip, sort of. We're inspecting a factory.
The plant in Shizuoka?
Yeah. You're, well-informed, aren't you?
I read about it.
Lelouch, you're not into anything dangerous, are you?
Of course not. The last thing I want is to make Nonali cry.
Right. Yes, of course. Sorry, I didn't mean anything. Well, time to go. Gotta get up early.
Right. See ya.
That was a first. I've never heard our relationship described quite like that.
Lying is an art form. To succeed, the lie must have some truth woven into the fabric of deception.
Oh, and I thought you were confessing your true feelings for me.
Don't be absurd. Me with a bizarre girl like you? Not possible. What? Are you mad at me now?
Should I be? Anyway, it's lucky for you your friend's trip isn't taking him to Narita.
Suzaku's in the engineering corps. He wouldn't be sent to the front lines.
You know, you've said that the only ones who should kill are those who are prepared to be killed.
Yes.
Then let me ask you this. Are you prepared to kill even someone you know, someone very important to you? Or are you willing to die like a noble martyr, but not yet willing to kill?
I am.
Can you?
Enough! Anyone who stands in my way, no matter who it is, when the time comes, I'll do it.
Stage 11.351. The Girl in the Straitjacket. Welcome home, Lelouch.
C2, Those clothes, did you mend them?
It's been a while since I've done any sewing, but what do you think? Not bad, huh?
You still insist on wearing that? It's a Britannian straitjacket, you know.
No, Lelouch. This is where you're supposed to say, you're going to make someone a fine wife one day.
Use my bank account. Stop this nonsense and buy some new clothes.
Even I know that's getting too pushy. I can't go buying clothes after buying all those pizzas.
Get the clothes and cut out the pizzas. If you don't, I'll just tell all the pizza places that any orders from here are prank calls.
It shouldn't matter to you how I dress, or for that matter, what kind of clothes I wear in this room.
It does. What if someone came in here unexpectedly? It would look like I was keeping you prisoner in here, and I would never be able to explain it.
And if I wore normal clothes, then you could explain why you were keeping a girl hidden in your room?
It wouldn't be easy, but I'd have a better chance of convincing them.
I wonder about that. You know, you're really not
Lelouch? Do you have a visitor?
No, Nonali, there's no one.
It's been a while, Nonali.
That voice! Is that you, C2? It's been such a long time.
Don't blurt things out like that.
Well, it'd seem even more strange if I didn't.
Why don't we all go into the living room? I can ask Sayako to make us some nice hot tea.
No, that's okay. The truth is we're
having an intimate discussion.
Intimate?
What are you saying?
Do you want your maid to see me in these clothes? You're the one who wanted to avoid that, right?
But don't say we're having an intimate discussion.
We are.
We're having a discussion. You don't have to add the word intimate.
You think too much.
Lelouch?
Oh, sorry, Nonali. I'm kind of busy in here right now, so...
Oh, no, that's all right. I'm sorry if I interrupted you. I'm going back to my room, C2. You can take all the time you want, okay?
Nonali, wait!
Thank you, Nonali. Next time you can show me how to do more origami.
Sure, I'll look forward to it.
Looks like she has the wrong idea about us.
Which you encouraged.
You're the one who said you don't want anyone to see me in these clothes, right?
Those clothes are a problem. I'm sure you don't want to go back to playing guinea pig for the Britannians. So, why do you wear them?
It's my choice.
Do you like the design? Or is it some kind of good luck charm? Or maybe you're just into that kind of thing.
It's appropriate. I'm not free. I'm a prisoner. I'm bound, shackled, locked down.
Huh?
So for me, wearing this straitjacket is appropriate. It says, C2 is a prisoner in this world. What are you doing? Ordering a pizza or something?
Hang on. I'm choosing new clothes for you.
So direct. Don't you care how I feel?
No, not at all. If you're not free, fight for your freedom. If something's holding you back, smash it. If you just accept things in your life, nothing will change.
Lelouch, I see now. You're a prisoner of the Ashford family, and of the Kururugi family before that.
Don't compare me to you. They never captured my soul. Someday, I'm going to break out of this birdcage called Area 11.
Lelouch, you're so weak at times, and yet so strong at others.
There we go. C2. Is the size all right?
You just guessed at a size and clicked on it. You didn't even ask about my opinion on the style.
You don't like them?
No. They're okay. Why don't you go ahead and buy them for me? One of the joys for a man is having a woman wear the clothes he picks for her, right?
Unbelievable. Why do you have to come on with all that attitude?
I told you before. It's because I'm C2. Stage 12.55, Ticket of Dreams.
Okay, Shirley, what's got you so worried? Constipated? Your monthly?
No, that's not it. I can't make up my mind about Lulu. My father sent me tickets for the concert, and I was wondering if I should invite him to come with me.
So carefree, while the rest of the world grapples with the battles at Narita 2 days ago. Then just tell him already. 3 little words. I like you.
I couldn't! I just couldn't! The truth was, I wanted to say it. To say, let's go to the concert together. The truth was, I wanted to tell him how I really felt. But how could I? What if he turned me down? My imagination started to run wild. Like, for example... Lulu?
What is it, Shirley?
You see, there's a classical concert tomorrow night. I was wondering if you wouldn't mind. That is, I have an extra ticket, so, if someone was interested in going.
I'm glad you told me. May I have it?
Of course!
Thank you.
Okay, I'll see you there!
It'd be so fun for Nanali.
Huh?
Nanali loves classical music. Tomorrow, huh? I'd better go tell Sayako. Thanks, Shirley. See ya.
You're welcome. No, that'll never work. I can't play it cool and act like it's no big deal. I have to be totally straight about it. Right. For example...
A classical concert.
And I'm inviting only you.
Huh?
It's gotta be you, Lulu, no matter what! You have to go with me! Because the truth is, Lulu...
Oh, calm down, Shirley. Everyone's staring at you. First of all, why does it have to be me?
Lulu, you... because I thought you had nothing better to do.
How rude! I have my own plans, plus my student council work, and I have to do my homework. Not to mention cooking, cleaning, gambling. I'm pretty much booked 24/7 at least, so it's very rude for you.
I can't be too straight about this either. I've got to think about Lulu, too. Of course he has his own plans. But what if there's another reason?
Sorry, but I can't go with you. The truth is
Shirley, well. Did you want something from my Lulu?
Lulu? Why did Colin just call you?
You see, Colin and I are engaged.
Yes, Lulu.
Stop! Why would I imagine that? Colin swears she's not interested in him, so that can't happen. Still, maybe Lulu's in love with someone else. For example...
Forgive me. I have promised my future to another.
You mean it isn't Colin?
Hurry up, Lelouch. The wedding's about to start. We're going to be so happy together.
What? Nana?
Yes, Nanali and I are getting married.
But Nana's your little sister. You can't...
We aren't actually related by blood, technically speaking, so it's okay.
That's how it is.
Stop it! That's totally crazy! That would never happen! Sure, Lulu dotes on Nana, but still...
Lelouch, hurry up! Our wedding's about to start.
Right!
No! Cut! Stop imagining that right there! What am I thinking? He's not like Sophie. He doesn't swing that way.
What are you saying, Shirley?
Madam President! Don't tell me I was talking out loud.
Of course you were. Right, Lelouch?
Huh?
Yes. What an embarrassing girl you are.
No, it's just...
Never mind. It's over. Let's go, Millie. Shall we fly to Monaco for our honeymoon?
What? Hold it. What?
Stop everything! Lelouch is mine!
Ribble, too? Arthur, not you.
My big brother's going to marry me.
Lelouch, you know how I feel about you.
I won't allow this. Lulu is mine and mine alone.
I've already got the tin cans tied to my motorcycle.
Whoa! There's only one of me,
Oh, that doesn't matter. Why be selfish? Let's all get married to you.
That's it, totally!
Come on, Shirley, you too. We can't leave you out.
Huh? What's going on?
Go with it, Shirley.
Come back now! Are you back in this world with the rest of us?
What was I doing?
Aw, that's what I was about to ask you. I was just going to teach you the ABCs of love, and then you started laughing to yourself.
Sorry about that. I was thinking about something else.
Okay. What you need to do is stop thinking and take action. It's what you do that counts.
I see. Yes. That's true, isn't it? Madam President, I'm going to do it.
That's the spirit. Go for it. Hey, where are you going?
I understand now. I can't be afraid of rejection. Millie said it herself. I can't go on the way I've been. If I keep dwelling on my fears, I'll be left all alone. I've got to tell him how I feel.
Lulu! What is it?
Well, my dad works away from home a lot, but he sends me things like this all the time to cheer me up, and so that's why I was wondering if maybe...
Oh, what are those?
Concert tickets. If you want to, I was thinking we could go together.
Thank you.
I'll be waiting! See you!
Waiting? Hold on!
I did it! I actually really did it! So now what happens? He'll come, right? I mean, he didn't say no. Then again, he's just coming with me to a little concert. So it's no big thing. But still, it's a chance. Thank you, Father.
Stage 14.821. Brown Agony.
Entry to the port of Yokohama is under tight restrictions following yesterday's suicide attack on a tanker.
What should I do at a time like this? I inherited the Black Knights from you, but since Zero showed up, things have changed radically. He's leading us down a path that takes an iron will, but he may be able to reach the goals that you laid out for the group. I was really glad when it turned out that way, when Zero became our leader. No, don't. That sigh wasn't what you think it was. Naoto, the truth is, I'm facing a very serious challenge now. At this moment, a woman with soaking wet clothes is sleeping in my bed. Don't worry, I cleaned the place up 3 days ago. I even changed the sheets. I mean, okay, that's not the point, I know, but... when I found her, she was hurt and unconscious, washed up on the docks. It would have been wrong to leave her there just because she's Britannian, right?
Zero.
Who is she? Her slender fingers have the kinds of calluses nightmare pilots get from gripping the control stick. Amidst the softness of her body, you can see she's fit and supple from training. No way she's a civilian. Still, I couldn't just leave her there soaking wet. And then, while drying her with a towel... on top of her clothes. I was wiping on top of her clothes. I could see the curves of her body beneath the clinging wet cloth. And I wondered who this girl was. Then I thought I can't just let her lie there in wet clothes like that. If I did, she'd get sick. But the thing is, Naoto, I've never taken off a woman's clothes before in my entire life. So how can I just reach down and... Wow!
Ogie, it's me.
Oh, Colin. What's up?
I wanted your advice.
Is there a problem?
Well, I wish our Black Knight uniforms were cleaned a little more often. Not just after missions, but on a more regular basis. Can you free up some funds for that? I mean, we get so sweaty working in the warehouse and all, so...
You're right. We do get sweaty.
Exactly.
Dripping with sweat.
Well, yeah, you get pretty soaked from the work.
And if you don't change clothes, it's bad.
Huh? I guess if you don't change soon, you could catch a cold.
And that goes for being really sweaty or if you were drenched with water from falling helpless into the ocean, right?
Ogie?
Tell me, Colin, what happens to you? What do you take off first?
Huh?
That's not what I meant. How do you take them off? That's not what I meant either. How would you have someone else take your clothes off? Oh, hey, Colin, wait! You've got it all wrong! Colin! I just wanted to ask how to take off a girl's clothes without causing any discomfort. Looks like I made Colin uncomfortable instead. I've got to call her back and clear this up. But how do I explain it? There's a Britannian girl lying in my... Colin?
Ogie, it's me.
Tamaki?
Yeah, listen, look, I'm having a drink at that bar near your place. You know the one. Look, all the new guys are here, too. I brought them along.
Oh, you... Don't you realize what a crucial time this is for the Black Knights?
I know. That's what we're talking talking about. We're discussing the battles we've had and our strategies and the future plans of the Black Knights. At least that's our excuse for drinking like fish. Minami, Sugiyama, Yoshida, Inoue, they wouldn't come with us. You believe those guys?
Of course they wouldn't.
But you'll come, right, Ogie? Loosen up and have a drink for once. We can both gripe about Zero over a few beers.
No, there's no way I can... Say, Tamaki.
Yeah? You coming?
No, but there's something I want to ask you.
What? You gonna tell me booze is bad, right? Right? Oh.
You must be used to this. Can you tell me how to do it? You know, how do you take a woman's clothes off?
What? You got a girl there? Ogie, you stud. Way to go, buddy!
It's not like that. Well, it's not totally like that.
You just stroke her body in the right places, and the clothes kind of naturally come off. Stroke, 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 stroke.
Knock it off, Tommy.
Tamaki, I'm a little busy right now.
Ogie, it's me.
Zero?
Cullen contacted me. She said it sounded like something was wrong.
No. We just had a little communication glitch, that's all. But I was wondering, there's this brown-skinned Britannian woman and... no, never mind.
What about her?
Nothing's happening with her right now, but I was wondering if you could tell me what to do.
You're in a conflict situation? Understood. Ogie, stay right where you are. I'll deploy forces along routes E2 and F2, then send the Guru and Mark II to rescue you via T5.
No, it's not a serious situation like that. I'm sure I can deal with this on my own.
Ogie! Come out and have a drink, man!
Sorry, Zero. I'm gonna have to call you back later.
Hey, if you got a girl in there, then just bring her along with you! Ogie!
There's no woman here!
Don't hide it. You brought some long-legged, steely-eyed babe to your place, didn't you? Didn't you, stud muffin?
There's nobody like that here. I'll go drinking with you next time. Hell, I'll even buy. Just go home for now.
Hey!
If I don't hurry, she really will catch cold. And I have to take care of her wounds, too. Yeah, that's right. There's a first time for everything. It's not just gonna suddenly work itself out. Okay. It'll be okay. I'll just keep my eyes closed. Oh, sorry. Did I touch you someplace I shouldn't have? I can't see anything. What the hell am I doing? Sheltering a Britannian in secret and acting like I'm betraying everyone. Now, tell me, Naoto, what should I do? I'm begging you, because I really don't know. I don't know how to undo this stupid hook.
I said no. Apple or grape, please, but not orange.
Stage 15.447. Playing strangers.
Lelouch is your name. Is that right?
Yeah.
Can you handle the culture clubs? I'm in charge of the sports teams.
Sure.
See you, Madam Prez. I'll distribute these printouts during lunch.
Go for it, Shirley. And you too, Lelouch. Do your best.
I'm going now.
They're really into this playing strangers thing. Is it that serious between them?
Yes, Ribble. Concentrate. You still have lots of your own work left to do here.
Yeah.
We just have to stay out of it and let them play it out. This is the kind of thing that one day we'll all look back at and have a good laugh.
Well, I get it with Shirley, but I can't believe Lelouch would go along with something that childish, you know?
That's what I find so adorable about Lelouch.
You know him that well, huh?
Sure.
Madam President, you really like that? Playing make-believe, like those two are doing.
Well, maybe you're right.
Why don't you and I try some make-believe too? How do you do? My name's Ribble Cardamond. Right, I guess we better finish our work, hadn't we?
How do you do? I'm Millie Ashford. It's a pleasure.
Well, how do you do? how should I address you?
How would you like to?
Millie? Miss Ashford?
You may never get this chance again, you know.
Millie! I mean, Miss Ashford, what kind of food do you like?
I like vegetable dishes. Besides that, I love Italian dolce.
And your favorite color?
Rainbow. I don't like to be confined to just one color.
Do you have any hobbies?
Lately, I've been really into collecting riding boots.
Miss Ashford, you seem kind of used to this sort of conversation.
Mm-hmm. I'm a real veteran.
You've got a lot of experience, huh? You must have been in love lots of times.
Love? Just once I'd like to honestly fall in love.
Madam President?
Oh, how silly. It doesn't matter since we're just pretending. For today, I'll be the girl with a head full of dreams.
In that case, I really want to play my part right. Make it meaningful.
For example?
For example, well...
Excuse me. Has anyone fed Arthur his lunch yet?
Oh, sorry, Arthur. I forgot you.
Suzaku is supposed to feed him this week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I have Tuesday and Thursday. But I think he's busy today with his army duty or something.
Colin, I heard you were out of class today, too.
I was so worried about Arthur, I snuck away.
From where?
Well, that is,
the hospital?
Huh? Oh, that's right. I feel weak. I better get back there.
Should we walk you there?
Oh, no. I'll be fine.
As I was saying, I want to use this chance to make it meaningful.
And I asked you how.
For example, by telling you how I feel about...
Sorry, Arthur. Are you hungry?
Who is it now?
Oh, Suzaku. Don't worry about his lunch. Colin just fed him.
Oh, thank goodness. Arthur, I'm really sorry about being so late.
Suzaku?
Huh?
Suzaku!
Oh, sorry. I really can't stay. Lelouch asked me to have lunch with him today, and I promised him I would, so...
But Lelouch went off with Shirley.
Or maybe it was Nonali. Anyway, gotta run.
Suzaku?
See you, Ribble. Later.
Later.
This is kind of a busy lunch break, isn't it?
Miss Ashford, if we could just continue.
Continue. Where did we break it off? Nina?
He said by telling you how I feel.
Right, by telling the person I love how I really feel. Well, Nina, you're here?
Yeah, but I better go get ready for my afternoon classes.
Okay. I'll see you after school.
Nina heard the whole thing, huh?
All of it.
Well, in that case, Millie!
What? Yes? What was it you were saying?
Well, to use this limited chance to the very utmost, to commemorate us playing strangers like this?
Commemorate?
To make some memories for us. Sorry. But, Millie,
Okay, I'll let you.
Really?
To make some memories. All right.
Really?
Thank you.
Huh?
All right, and that's the end of our playing strangers game, okay? I've given you a nice memory. And when I get married, you'll congratulate me with a big smile, right?
What do you mean?
We'll take care of the rest of the work after school. You just put all these forms in order for me.
Whoa, what's this about?
And once they're in order, you better hurry off to class.
Madam President, come on!
Stage 15.631, a woman's battle.
Come on, Tamaki, hurry up and get in!
No, we're taking this clunker? Why can't we take a new car, Colin? And why do we have to do the errands anyway? We're supposed to be the leaders.
You know why, 'cause we're always short-handed. Now quit complaining.
So, where are we going first?
Yokosuka. We've got access to a supply of hydro lines. After that, we go to Fujisawa to pick up Inoue, and
Can
then...
we stop at a pizza place on the way? I'm hungry.
Okay, we can grab some pizza before...
C2? What the hell are you doing here?
I was in the car before you got in. Don't make a big fuss about it.
Who gave you permission to get in our car?
That's right! This car belongs to the Black Knights. It's for official business. First of all...
Look ahead.
Huh?
Guy's on the road, damn it!
I guess we're stuck with you. Nothing we can do now, but we're not going for pizza.
What a cold-hearted woman you are.
What?
Ah, Colin! Hands on the wheel!
Better be careful or you're going to get yourselves killed.
If we do, you'll be going with us.
You think so?
Huh?
Okay, this is a good chance. So tell me the truth, C2. You're Zero's mistress, aren't you? Hey, what'd you do that for?
Because! Why are you asking her that?
Don't you want to know too?
What? No, I don't really care.
Well, C2, you are, right?
The relationship between Zero and myself is contractual.
Ha ha! Bingo! I guess that means yes, doesn't it? Then you must have seen Zero's face in bed with no mask, huh? But maybe he keeps a little mask on. You know, when you're doing it together.
You.
Yeah, what? Hey! Hey, don't open the door! It's dangerous! What if I fell out? Hey!
Tamaki! Why did you kick Tamaki out of the car?
I hate vulgar men.
You could have killed him!
You say that, but I don't see you stopping the car.
Well, I don't have much time, so...
Then you don't mind, do you? Why don't we girls have a pleasant drive together?
I'm doing my duty. It doesn't have to be pleasant.
Why don't you admit it? Even you want to know what Zero really looks like, don't you?
It doesn't matter. Appearances mean nothing. No matter what he looks like, my feelings for him won't change.
Really? So you're in love with Zero?
What?
Hey, pay attention to the road.
It's your fault for saying things like that.
Then you dislike him?
I'm not going to answer that.
Oh, I was right. You do love him.
That's not what I meant. Love isn't a zero-sum game.
If you lose everything, you have only Zero.
Don't play with words. Anyway, what about you? Do you love Zero? Or, well...
Is it just a carnal relationship, you mean?
You are his mistress!
No. To put it in a single word, I'm his accomplice.
Even I can say that. Everyone in the Black Knights is Zero's accomplice.
That's different. I am the accomplice at the very essence of the man you call Zero.
What? Are you claiming that you're closer to Zero than anyone else?
Oh no, there's one much closer, but he never involves her in these matters. I'm not even in the same league as she is. I like contracts. Unlike friendship or love, they're clearly defined. You get nothing more and nothing less than what's required.
That kind of life must be lonely.
You don't understand. You have no idea what true loneliness feels like.
C2, are you...
Perhaps I've spoken too much. Forget what I just said.
No, go ahead.
And in return, I'll keep quiet about the torch you're carrying for Zero.
What? I'm not doing this for such a low reason. I respect the man and...
Look ahead.
Huh? Oh.
I'm back, Lelouch.
You're pretty late. I heard you were with Colin.
Were you worried about her? Colin, I mean.
Not really.
Poor girl.
What do you mean?
Nothing. We had a very interesting talk. I recall the subject of your face came up.
What? What did you say?
Oh, I can't tell you that.
Why?
It's sort of a contract between two women. Stage 21.534, the final invitation.
Those summer days. I can picture them right now. They didn't last that long, but I remember everything about them.
What brought this on, Suzaku? Why this nostalgia all of a sudden?
I bet I know. Did you talk about the past with Yuffie?
Nunnally?
Yes, she mentioned you both. You were all really close, weren't you?
Uh-huh.
That's true, with Yuffie.
So she was Yuffie to you?
Of course. I was her big brother.
And Cornelia was there too. She just idolized our mother.
She and Yuffie came together to our Imperial Villa.
Your mother was a nightmare pilot, wasn't she?
Yes, the nightmares were still prototypes then.
She was so impressive. They used to call her Marianne the Flash.
When I think about it now, she was a very daring woman.
Remember that time at Capricorn Villa?
Yes, she caused quite a stir when she got into a big fight with 30 of the other Empresses.
They say that she rode all around the audience chamber on horseback.
Wow, it must have been exciting to be around her.
Miss Nunnally, we need to go to the hospital now.
Sayako, is it time already?
Yes.
Can't we skip it today, please? How often do I have both Suzaku and Lelouch here together?
No, Nanali. You should go.
We'll be here. We're not going anywhere.
Really?
Sure. Isn't that right, Suzaku?
Yeah, I promise. So please, go ahead, Nanali.
All right.
Well then, if you'll excuse me, Master Lelouch, Master Suzaku, Miss Nolly, what were you three talking about?
Old times, like remembering the fight Lelouch and Suzaku had the first time we met.
That's boys for you, huh? So who won the fight after all?
Suzaku. He was stronger, but Lelouch would always win the arguments they had.
That sounds just like Master Lelouch.
What is it, Suzaku?
Huh?
There's something you didn't want to mention in front of Nanali, right? You never brought up the old days before.
You've heard about the specially administrated zone of Japan, right?
Kind of.
Lelouch, I'll just ask this once, and then never mention it again. Lelouch, do you think that we can team up again like we used to?
Are you asking if I'll help you with the special zone?
I'm sure Princess Euphemia will understand your situation, and Nanali would be happy about it too.
Did Sub-Viceroy Euphemia ask you to do this?
Not at all. It didn't come from her. This is something I, Suzaku Kururugi, want to do with you. Lelouch, just think. With your help,
we'll make
we
miracles happen? We used to always say that when we were kids, and we believed it. But we aren't kids anymore.
Maybe we can still make miracles, though. Why not? We're capable of so much more now.
We can also distinguish fantasy from reality now.
You've changed, Lelouch.
You've changed too, haven't you?
One thing hasn't changed, though. We were friends. Best friends. And we still are, right?
If that's true, then I have to tell you this, Suzaku. Don't get involved with the special zone. It's nothing but an idealistic dream. If we're still friends as you say we are, then I don't want to stand by and watch you become part of this failure. It's going to be a disaster, Suzaku.
I don't care about success or failure. You have to take risks if you want to change people's hearts. You'll never do that with your cold calculations.
You really think people are going to follow Euphemia?
I'll follow her. I'd rather take that chance than side with Zero.
Suzaku, I can't. I won't help you.
Lelouch.
Forgive me, Suzaku.
I understand. It was too much to ask. Forget I mentioned it.
No, I won't forget. I'll remember that you invited me to join you.
Lelouch.
You better get going, Suzaku. Yuffie's waiting for you, isn't she?
Right. Lelouch. See you later.
Yes, later. At the time, we didn't realize that it was the last time. The last chance we were able to talk to each other, just as friends. Had I known that, would I have done anything different? How do you measure friendship against fate, vengeance, and blood? Should I have accepted Suzaku's invitation after all? What am I thinking? Such cowardly ideas. Anyway, it's too late. You understood even then, didn't you, Suzaku? You knew as you were walking out that door that we could never return to those summer days. Never.
Thanks for watching, and always remember, all hail Lelouch.